taken something like 10 years to get here. After all, this is one of the first games I had ever bought on Steam. Over that time, I'd come back and play bits here and there. I even bought the PlayStation 4 version of the game because I liked it so much. 10 years, hundreds of pirates, multiple purchases, and the surprise game updates in 2023. Initially launching as an early access title in 2013, with a full launch in 2016, it almost immediately perked my interest, because pirates. I've had it for years, but the 2023 updates was really what brought me back and had me sit down and complete each and every achievement. Given the open-ended nature of the game being a sandbox, I feel as though 100% completion of the Steam achievements is a pretty good metric for seeing all of the potential content. Though, since the game is so open, I do feel as though I could replay it several more times to try out different crew setups and strategies. I will note here that there always seems to be a lot of negative chatter about this game that may or may not be unfounded. As far as I can tell, a lot of people seem to have been under the impression that Pixel Piracy was going to be a sort of Terraria at sea, and I'm not sure if that was inferred in initial statements about the game, or if it was only community conjecture based on the initial publisher, as well as the small crossover content, being the same as Terraria. In the same vein, a lot of slights appear against its developer, in which case claims are made that this game is quote-unquote abandoned and or completely broken. I can't agree with these statements as of the current build of the game. Perhaps, when the game was still in early access, this could have been true. However, I experienced roughly 25 hours of gameplay, not including time spent on the PS4 version, before completing the game and 100%ing the achievements. And personally, the last game finishing run that I had was completely bugless. I think a lot of these opinions come from old sentiments based around the early access period. Let's not forget that early access was a bit of a new concept at that point. Expectations and end results can vary. A lot of EA titles, even to this day, garner mixed results. Pixel Piracy is a crew-based action roguelike sandbox where you micromanage a ship and a crew of pirates, made by a man named Vitaly Karpu. Each pirate has their own set of stats and unique quirks with a hunger and morality system. If you don't take care of your crew, they will try to mutiny. The crew also must be supervised and taught to do things like clean poop off the boat or eat fresh fruit to prevent scurvy. You control the movement of each character by group, as you sail around the map battling other pirates, capturing animals, and exploring several different types of islands, with an end-game goal of defeating 4 legendary captains that sit at the far corners of the map. Traversal of the sea exists as a map grid selection of 1,000 squares representing islands and ship encounters. There are a variety of island types to discover, as well as a few different biomes. Generally, there are town islands, where you pay a docking fee and interact with an assortment of NPC traders, or non-town items that can be full of animals, hostile NPC pirates, and tribesmen. Different biomes for these islands also exist, and I can recall off the top of my head seeing traditional tropical, volcanic, snow-covered, pirate camps, bamboo islands, and even hell itself. Pirates will auto-fight enemies under your direction. You can break them up into groups like boarders and gunners, as well as enhance their combat prowess with skill books. Each pirate can not only be manually equipped with whichever weapons you deem necessary, but also individually leveled to min-max stat bonuses. Battles at sea act very similarly to land battles, with the exception of a docking timer that allows ships to blast each other with cannonballs before potential boarding. Also, captured animals will defend your ship from enemy boarders. After a sea battle is completed, you can either plunder or capture the enemy ship. When plundering an enemy ship, you'll salvage a certain amount of boat pieces. When docked at a town island, you have the option of manually building and or editing your current ship block by block. There are various special items that produce crew-wide stat bonuses on the ship, like a captain's chair that increases crew experience rate. This is also how food will be given to your crew. As far as graphical style is concerned, I very much so enjoyed what was done with Pixel Piracy. Something about the combined retro-inspired and simplistic pixel art with modern effects like depth blur, overblown bloom, and reflections creates a very polarizing look that not only warms my soul with nostalgic glee, but maintains modernization enough to pop. The sound design in this game is done as equally beautifully as the graphics. Since my purchase in the days of the game's early access until now, sometimes the soundtrack will pop into my head, particularly the title screen and the sailing music. Likewise, each pirate will shout jargon at a variety of pitch, and I find myself sometimes repeating their phrases in my head. Over the years, I have experienced various bugs while playing this game. Pirates failing to jump onto land correctly after hooking to an island, game lagging out during large battles, etc. As of the most current version, my recent play experience, these technical issues seem to have been smoothed out, though I feel like I should mention this because experiences can vary. Pixel Piracy is a fun and exciting pirate micromanagement simulation with some humorous and zany flair that was scrutinized harsher than it ever needed to be. If you liked this game, feel free to continue to support its developer through the Shrimp Legacy DLC, as well as keeping an eye out for the upcoming sequel, Pixel Piracy Online. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos of video games about pirates.